Hi, everyone. Welcome to New Listings at Noon. I'm Karen Ringo, a realtor in the DMV area with Compass. And today we have two great, wonderful listings that we are going to be sharing with you. My guest realtors today are Patrick Reynolds of Compass at Chevy Chase. And we also have with us Meredith Margolis of the Partners at Chevy Chase. And she's going to be joining us a little bit later. So, Patrick, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, it's so funny because whenever I talk to friends and family, I always get people that are asking me, how's real estate? How's the market? What's going on? So I thought today I would ask you, Patrick, what have you noticed this week in the real estate market? So what have you noticed in the market this week?
Yeah. So this week, I had the opportunity to write a couple offers for clients, and some of the ones that have been getting accepted are including home inspection contingencies, which for the past couple months that has been a complete non-starter. It could be indicative of a couple things of maybe the market softening up, or we've noticed some additional inventory trickling on the past couple of weeks. But to have two offers go through from my team this week that both had full home inspection contingencies is really a sigh of relief for me, especially dealing with a lot of first-time home buyers.
And you know what? It's so funny that you mentioned that because we were actually lucky a few weeks ago with some clients, and we also we came in low and we had a home inspection and they took the offer. So yeah, that's really impressive in this market that we're in. Are there any other trends that you're noticing in the market as well this past week?
I did have two offers that I've submitted last night. I'm waiting to hear back today, but I'm pretty confident that they will be going through. But they are not going up in multi-bid situations where we've been able to identify a couple where we are the first offer in. We're not going against them. And these have been homes that have been sitting there for 7 to 10 days. So they've already gone through a couple open houses. They're priced wonderfully. The market's still super competitive, but it's really a little bit of an anomaly to see some of these where you're not going up against 4, 5, 6 other offers. So I'm not sure if that's indicative of maybe the market starting to soften a little bit or coming back to reality from the hyper competitive area that we've been in the last 12 to 18 months. But it is definitely a good sign for buyers as they start to pull themselves back into it.
That's awesome. So that's what we noticed this week. And then next week, I will ask our realtors that will be our guests what they're noticing next week. So it could actually be the same next week, or it could be a little different. But I am very excited. Patrick has a wonderful condo that's townhome, row home that's located in Columbia Heights. So we're gonna get started and give Patrick the floor, and then I'll be back. Okay.
All right, so here we have 606 Kiefer Place Northwest, which is located right over in the Columbia Heights area. As you can see, you're going to walk up to this interior row home that's been completely gutted and remodeled. It expanded, in fact, in 2011. There was a secondary renovation that was done again back out in 2015. But with that extension in 2011, it actually makes it one of the more spacious ones on that block over there in Kiefer Place. The extension really is accentuated with the availability of that second ensuite, a full legal bedroom in the basement, and an expanded kitchen. So as we start to go through some of the pictures, I will take you room by room. And you're walking up to a nice covered porch. The first thing you're gonna notice when you come in is the gleaming hardwoods throughout. They've really done a great job with that. And some of the other improvements that were in there are you're gonna notice recessed lighting throughout, a great open concept. And the ceiling fans that you see in there are all brand new luxury fans that are going to be throughout the main level as well as both en suites in the basement. As you continue to go through the home, you're going to have the kitchen out through the back. In that kitchen is going to boast newer appliances, Kenmore Elite models for the refrigerator, the microwave, as well as the gas and electric combo range. 2019, they did replace and upgrade to a Bosch 500 series dishwasher, as well as 2020, an InSinkerator garbage disposal was installed. Again, just touching on some of those ceiling fans throughout, they're all going to be those Monte Carlo ceiling fans, which are really nice. As we make our way up to the top level, you're going to have 3 bedrooms. By the way, there's 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths throughout. In the top level, you're going to go through 2 en-suites, as well as that 2 en-suites that you're going to notice with plenty of space. It is a south-facing home, so you're going to have plenty of light. And we're looking at right here some of the Alpha storage system, which are great when you fill out the closets. It gives you plenty of storage options and are extremely versatile. You also have a private deck off of the rear, which you can see right here with some great views. It's really nice to break up the property so you can envision yourself having a morning coffee out there or enjoying a cool DC evening, especially as we get into the summer months. Full bath upstairs. And as we start to move back down, we're going to have, here's some other shots of the bathroom that's going to be up there on the primary level. You do have full-size stackable washer and dryer, high efficiency as well. That was updated as part of that renovation in 2015. And moving downstairs, here's your 3rd bedroom. Once we do move downstairs, one of the unique aspects about this is it is a legal bedroom, meaning that you could use this space as a fully legal rental unit for whoever buys the home. It does have a frameless shower in that primary bathroom downstairs, as well as hardwoods throughout down there. The rear exit to the house, as you make your way through this door, is going to have a nice private paved stone patio back there with a nice private privacy gate to allow really, as you can see right there, a really good experience. You could throw some patio furniture out there, and whether you keep that for yourself or you use that as a rental option, it's a really, truly a great space, especially if you'd have a summer shower going through. There is a paved stone parking pad out and back, which was all custom done. Plenty of room for two car parking space. And there is a roll-up, $12,000 pool roll-up, which is really high-end, along with that privacy fence. So you have plenty of secure parking, which is great getting in and out of Columbia Heights, because we know it can be pretty difficult to find street parking over in this neighborhood. Vinyl siding was all redone in 2020 in preparation for this. And this will be going live today with our first open house this Sunday from 1 to 4.
Awesome, Patrick. Great job. I really so it looks like that the extra space downstairs, is that separate? Like if you wanted to rent that out, or if you wanted it to be like an Airbnb, is that set up for that?
Correct. You could use that as an option, or you could keep it for yourself and use that living space across all 3 levels. It really is nice to have that flexibility when you're looking at a property like this.
Awesome. And then how big, because I wasn't able to tell from the pictures, but the basement, how large is the basement?
I actually don't know off the top of my head. I would guesstimate around 850 square feet, but I can get a follow-up on that to just verify. Okay.
And are the ceilings pretty high downstairs?
Yes. You do have nice standard size ceilings as part of that basement remodel back in 2015. So it's not like you're ducking under any soffits or rafters, which you typically see in a lot of these DC row homes.
Awesome. Great. So, and you said the renovations were done in 2015.
Yeah, primary renovations were done for a full gut remodel and extension in 2011. And then secondary renovation on the basement and upgrades were done in 2015, correct?
Okay, because I was going to say the basement bathroom, it's really, the shower is beautiful. It looks like it was something that was recently renovated.
Yeah, show stopping. It was done just 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And one more thing to note as well is the roof had been done brand new in 2011 when the current owners had bought the property, but they did go back and do some significant upgrades to it to get it prepped for market, including that new membrane back in 2020. So you're really walking into a pretty turnkey property with a lot of upgrades, as well as all that yearly maintenance that you like to see. They did a great job of keeping all those accurate records so that the new owners can step right in, have a maintenance schedule available to them, and know that everything's going to be in perfect working order.
Awesome. And then can you tell us just, I think you might have talked about the neighborhood a little bit, but if someone's just coming in on the end, because it's a great location right there, there's so many, amenities in the area. Can you talk a little bit about
Yeah,
what the neighborhood has
exactly.
to offer?
Columbia Heights is a really bustling neighborhood. In Kiefer Place, for those of you that aren't familiar, is a nice tree-lined, quiet one-way street just off of Columbia Heights. So you do get a chance to escape that hustle and bustle. You're equidistant between both the Petworth Metro and Columbia Heights Station, which is great because you have access to both the yellow and green line over there. The 70 and 79 bus is right over at the end. And you've got great access to stuff like Call Your Mother Deli, Hook Hall. You're just one block as Heat the Spot, Midlands Beer Garden, and Doubles Coffee if you're looking for a quick coffee and you're walking in the morning now that everything's opening back up.
Awesome. Good job. Well, so today we were also going to have Meredith Margolis of the Partners join us, but we had some technical difficulties, and this entire time, guys, she's been trying to get on with us. She has a beautiful house that's 17200 Rifle Ford Road. It's in Germantown. It's gorgeous. It's a 4-bedroom, I think it's a 3-bedroom, 4-bath home. So we'll try to get Meredith to come back on. We hope it's still in the market next week. But it's a wonderful house. If you guys saw any of the previews, you saw that the gorgeous yellow, beautiful house. And there's a special surprise. I don't want to spoil it, but if you look it up, you'll be able to see there's nothing like this house. So we'll definitely try to get Meredith back on so that we can share this house with you. I was really excited about it. So Patrick, what else? I mean, we have a little extra time. Anything else that you've noticed? I know we talked about what's going on in the market. What are some strategies? I think our viewers would love to hear some strategies that you guys have been doing to help win some of the offers that you've been submitting.
Yeah, because there's a lot of competition out there right now. It's really about opening up communication with the lenders. For example, we have a client that is working with Chase Bank, and Chase just came out with a program where they can initially start all of the underwriting ahead of time without most of the property details, like the actual address, so that when you go in, the loan's already been underwritten and is essentially as good as cash, which right now is super important because a lot of times you're going up against multiple offer situations. If you can waive that financing contingency, knowing that that loan's already gone through underwriting, it really puts you in the driver's seat, being flexible with that close date, being able to offer a rent back because of that, and really takes one of the bigger contingencies out of the COG. We're also doing a lot of walk and talks as well. So rather than a full home inspection, a lot of these home inspection companies, you can have somebody come out, do a walk and talk with the property, and get most of the information, not all the same amount that you would for a full home inspection, but a lot of the big ticket items can get examined. So the buyer is a lot more at ease and feels more protected going into that. So if you're going into offers that are writing completely clean, you're able to stand out a little bit more, having one of those other contingencies a little bit more augmented for you.
Awesome. And I will say, guys, walk and talk is less than a pre-inspection. So if you've made several offers on houses and you're like, I don't want to spend any more money on these pre-inspections because we're not winning, you can do a walk and talk, which is a lot less. And the only difference also, Patrick, is that they will not write it down for you. So with the with a pre-inspection, you get everything written and submitted to you as a pack of, item numbers of what's wrong and what needs to be fixed. But with your walk and talk, you'll have to remember that or take notes so that you know what's going on with the property.
Yeah, and it's a great option. I mean, it's not for everyone for every property, but it is a great option if you have a property that is well maintained, well taken care of, and there are no major concerns that your realtor might point out. But it does, again, get you that little bit of a leg up. And hopefully, if you got a good realtor, they're helping you take notes and taking everything down with you.
All right. So before we go, what advice would you give to someone that's on the line? They are a little intimidated because of what's going on in the market. They're afraid that they're gonna overpay. What advice would you give to someone that's like, I want to jump in. I've seen some houses that I like, but I'm kind of like still waiting. What would you say to them?
Call me. No, I'm kidding. So, I mean, seriously, call up a realtor, look around. I mean, the good realtors out there have strong reputations. Ask your friends. It's free to talk. There's a lot of people who think that, we're going to bill you the second you start working, but it's not true. A lot of our business is networking and educational based. So if you've got questions, reach out. We're more than happy to walk you through the process, teach you what steps you got to take, and have that honest conversation. There's plenty of people right now that I'm working with that, it makes sense for you to rent another year, save up because this is what we see in the market. Or there's also a couple of people where it's like, it doesn't make sense for you to rent another year. The time is now. You've got the leverage compared to a lot of the other markets. So it's all about getting that education, having those honest conversations.
Awesome. Thank you, Patrick. And let's just go back to 606 Kiefer Place really quickly. Are you having an open house this weekend?
Yes. So I'll be hosting an open house Sunday from 1 to 4. Obviously, we're going to follow COVID guidelines and go from there. But come on down, 1 to 4. I'll be there all afternoon, and I'd love to show you some more of it. And I mean, pictures truly don't do it justice.
Awesome. And if anybody's watching this later and they have questions and they would like to reach out to you, how can they reach you?
Sure. They can reach out to either me or my team through Instagram at Patrick Reynolds RE or at Synergy Sold It, or just shoot me a text, 508-450-4481, patrick.reynolds@compass.com. I'm more than happy to be responsive to anyone and everyone.
Awesome. Okay, well, that is our time. And thank you, guys. I want to thank you for joining us. Next week, Meredith, I'm begging you, please come back. Please show your listing. It's guys, go just Google 17200 Rifle Road. Let me just put it on the screen so that you can see it. So I think I just got a message. She said, I promise. So here's the address right there, guys. If you're watching this, Google it. You'll be so impressed. And there's a special surprise. And once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Your kids will love this space. They will absolutely, you would love this space. Anyone will love this space. So check it out. And thank you guys for joining me. I'm Karen Ringo, realtor in the DMV area. You've been watching New Listings at Noon, where every week I bring on realtors in the DMV area. Like Patrick, they come on and they talk about current listings that they have on the market. I'm Karen Ringo, and we're going to sign off, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.